Hello students, today we talking about the biomedical waste management, lecture number 3rd from your chapter number 11, pollution biology. In last lecture we talking about the different sources from which the biomedical waste is generated. They may be hospitals, healthcare centers, research institutes and the different types of educational institutes. So, in this lecture we talking about the methods which are useful for the disposal and treatment of the biomedical waste. So let's start our lecture. So first of all, there are the treatment and the disposal method for the biomedical waste. So there are mostly four methods are used for the treatment and disposal of the biomedical waste. The methods are incineration, that is combustion at the high temperature, autoclaving, that is sterilization, shredding, that is cutting into the small pieces, and disposal option, that is burying under the landfills. So let's start first of all, that is shredding. So shredders are used to destroy plastic and paper waste to prevent their reuse. Basically, the biomedical waste is infected waste which can cause the different diseases to the handling person, so that we have to use the methods which can be prevent the reuse of these biomedical waste. So shredders mostly are used to destroy the plastic and paper waste which is generated in the biomedical field. So after autoclaving, that is the sterilization of this plastic waste, are sent to the shredder. So this shredders waste is sold out to authorized plastic molding unit. So first of all, the method which used for the sterilization of this plastic and paper waste, that is autoclaving. Autoclaving are used to destroy the bacteria, viruses, fungi, spores or pathological agents which are present on these papers and the plastic waste. So after sterilization, these plastic waste or paper waste are sent to the shredder so that it can cut into the small pieces, and then it's sent to the authorized plastic molding unit so that it can be reused in the different appliances. So the only waste that can be disinfected should be used in these shredders. So basically, the infected waste material can cause the harmful effect on the living being or living organism, so that the waste which are segregated, that then it is disinfected, are used for this shredder, that is it cut into the small pieces. So this reuse of the bulk of waste making the transportation easy. Basically, we know that in the biomedical field there are large amount of biomedical waste are generated, so that we have to segregate in their compartments according to their types, so that it can reduce the bulk of this garbage. So that if we segregate this plastic waste and paper waste according to their type, it make the transportation easy for the waste management. Also, the shredder have the sets of revolving blades and shaft which cut the waste into the small pieces. So shredding, that is they cut this paper and plastic waste into the small pieces, and after it cut into the small pieces, it transferred to the plastic molding unit so that it can use in the recycling process. But shredding unit having the most cost effect is high, because their maintenance is high cost, so that it can be used in the limited area. Another method for the waste management, that is biomedical waste management, that is incineration. So 85% to 90% of total biomedical waste is treated by the incineration, that is combustion. So incineration method or incineration system use high temperature combustion under control condition to convert waste containing infectious and pathological material to inert mineral residue and gases. Incineration system, the high temperature combustion is used for the burning of these biomedical waste. So this incineration system having the high temperature, due to this high temperature, this waste material is burned under the control condition. So this waste material is converted into the inert mineral residue or gases. So this inert mineral residue, that is it convert into the ash form and into the gases form. So during incineration process where the combustible waste, so there are two types of waste are present in the medical waste, that is combustible waste which can be After treatment of the high temperature, it converts into the solid form, into the gaseous form, that is combustible waste, and another one that is incombustible waste. So it converts into the ash form. So this incineration process where the combustible waste is reduced to exhaust in the gaseous product and the incombustible waste reduced to the ash form. So the key parameter in the incinerator are temperature should be 900 to 1000 degrees Celsius. So the incinerator where we use the high temperature for the combustion or burning of this biomedical waste is about 900 degrees Celsius to 1000 degrees Celsius. So when we expose this waste to this high temperature, it convert into the ash form or in gaseous form within a 2 seconds. So the incinerator should have the air pollution control equipment, because during incineration the gaseous products are generated by the combustion of this biomedical waste. So that this incinerator should have the air pollution control equipment for the prevention of the air pollution, because of this gaseous product can be harmful for the air quality around that area. Another method which used for the biomedical treatment or management, that is autoclaving. Autoclaving means the sterilization of the equipment mostly used in the biomedical field. So the autoclave process is technology for the treatment of the microbiology laboratory waste, human body, any body fluid waste, waste sharp, and anatomical waste. Basically, this autoclaving process used for the treatment of the many sites of the biomedical field, for the processing about the microbiology laboratory waste, human blood and body fluids waste, waste sharp, anatomical waste, for the sterilization purpose. So autoclaving is a time tested process of the sterilization of the medical waste using high temperature and high pressure steam. So basically, autoclaving is used for the sterilization of the equipment which used in the medical field. And this autoclaving having the high temperature and under the high pressure steam, so that it can destroy the bacteria, viruses, spores, fungi, or the pathological agent which are present on that medical equipment. So this autoclaving system is useful for the sterilization of this equipment or this material which is used in the field of the biomedical. So typical operating condition for the autoclave, that is the autoclave having the some conditions or temperature or pressure which is maintained for the sterilization of the equipment. So temperature at least be 121 degrees Celsius for the sterilization or autoclaving purpose, and the pressure is about 105 kilopascal for the period of at least 1 hour. So under this condition we put the equipment for the sterilization purpose at least 1 hour, so that it can be disinfect the microorganism which is present on that equipment. So the effective sterilization result in the destruction of the bacteria, viruses, spores, fungi, and other pathogenic microorganisms. We know that in medical field there are many types of bacteria, viruses, spores, fungi, and pathogenic agents are present on the equipments and the waste material which is generated in the biomedical field. So that due to the effective sterilization, these bacteria, viruses, fungi can be killed or destroyed by the sterilization process. Another method which is used for the biomedical waste management, that is disposal. So this disposal option is used in the biomedical field for the treatment and disposal of the biomedical waste. So first of all, that is incineration ash. Because of the incineration, the combustible waste is converted into the gaseous form, but the incombustible, which is not burned in the gaseous form, it convert into the ash form, so that this ash generated during the incineration is filled in the landfill in the secure area, so that it cannot be harmful for the living being under the certain area where this incineration ash is landfill. So another one, that is treated solid waste. So we know that the solid waste also generated in the medical field, so that this treated solid waste by after the autoclaving or sterilization process, these solid waste are filled in the municipal landfill in the secure area, so that it cannot cause the harmful effect on the living being. Another one that is sharps after disinfection or if encapsulated into the municipal landfill. Basically, the municipal landfill are used for the management of the biomedical waste which is generated in the medical field. Also, there are many types. Wastewater is generated in the biomedical field, so that treated wastewater after treatment it is as a in the form of sewer drain or recycling process it dispose at that option. Oil and grease, also some types of oil and grease are also generated in the biomedical waste management, so that oil and grease can be disposed as the incineration of this material. So, as a result of these methods, by using the incineration, autoclaving, shredding, or disposal option, we reduce the public health hazard because this biomedical waste can generate the different causes to the human being. Maybe this biomedical waste having the infectious agent like bacteria, viruses, fungi, which can cause the different diseases or harmful diseases in the human being. Also, it containing the sharp blades or different equipment which can cause the cuts and wounds to the handling person. Also it containing the heavy metals and the radiation causing elements, so that it can cause the mutation, teratogenic effect and the other causes to the human being. So that by the using these methods which can reduce the public health hazard. Another one that is decrease in pollution emission. So by using this method we can reduce the effect of the pollution, maybe the air pollution, land pollution or water pollution. So it decreases the pollution emission which is caused due to the biomedical waste. Also due to the this by using these methods we use it useful for the lower collection, treatment and overall health care cost. So prevention is better than the cure, so that we have to use these methods for the biomedical waste management, so it can for the lower collection, treatment and overall healthcare cost can be lower. So the conclusion of this biomedical waste management, that is the biomedical waste generated from the hospitals and the all other sources will be treated without polluting the environment. So the biomedical waste mostly generated in the different areas like hospital, healthcare center, research institute and educational institute, so that we have to treat in the safe manner on the proper way, so that it cannot pollute the environment surrounding the living beings. So in Warangal, 90% of biomedical waste is treated by the incineration process. So in Warangal, about 90% of the biomedical waste is treated by the incineration process, that is the combustion at the high temperature, about 900 to 1000 degrees Celsius temperature. It convert into the gaseous form and into the ash form. So all the above treatment and disposal process is done within the normal of the CPCB and guidelines. So the government's having some guidelines for the biomedical waste management, so that we have to follow these guidelines which is given by the CPCB and the government. So the remaining material after incineration is safely deposited according to the CPCB guidelines, so that we know that after incineration or shredding some materials are remaining, so that this ash or this shredding material can be safely deposited in the landfill or in the secure landfill. So the incineration of biomedical waste is one of the techno-economical viable scheme which have many advantages, such as a significant of volume reduction, weight reduction and also ability to manage the most types of waste within a little processing before treatment. So the incineration process mostly used in the biomedical waste management, because due to that we prevent the spreading of the different diseases by causing the via the biomedical waste. Also it having the advantage, that is the significant volume reduction due to the biomedical waste, also the weight reduction due to the biomedical waste which can be dumped on the land, open land area. Also it having the ability to manage the most type of waste, because we know that in the biomedical field different types of biomedical waste are generated, so that due to the incineration this biomedical waste can be properly arranged or properly significantly processing under the treatment. So we have to use all these methods for the prevention and management of the biomedical waste. So that is for today. Thank you.